So I know that this slide doesn't apply to everybody. Some people just like to be patrons, spectators, they like to go to their events, and that's kind of it. They don't want to get involved with anything else. But for those of you that want to take it to the next level, I cannot enforce this enough. This community, and one of the reasons that I personally love being here, is the fact that this community thrives and needs volunteers, and they need leadership, and they need people with new ideas. They're willing to get their hands dirty, jump in, and make it happen. So lots of opportunities. Personally, the reason I stayed here is just for the leadership opportunities for young professionals here. I was amazed. So all it is, again, theme over here is just taking that initiative and going with it. So I'm going to highlight some of the ways that you can jump in. So if you want to take it beyond that spectator sport and jump in, lots of ways to do that. First, through networking groups. Great organization here in both Cedar Rapids and Iowa City that's specific to engaging their members in a variety of different ways. Cedar Rapids is called Impact CR. Anybody heard of it? Anybody been to an Impact CR event? Okay. Impact CR is under the Cedar Rapids Area Chamber of Commerce. Their goal is to connect their members through a variety of different programs and initiatives. They've got 3 kind of branches that and then Impact CR serves as the umbrella. First one is members and mixers. This is basically translates into, I love my coworkers, but I want to meet some people outside of my job. And I want to just socialize. So they'll do everything from going to Colonel's games, to going to some of those spectator sports. They have a thing called Siren Wednesday, the first Wednesday of every month. They'll meet at a different, usually locally owned restaurant or bar, kind of get together. They've got different parties that they'll go to, lots of fun. So that's members and mixers. The second one is civic and leadership. And civic and leadership, they talk a lot about local issues. The local option sales tax is a current issue that's within our Cedar Rapids community. They held an educational forum on that with KCRG last week, and wanted to just educate their members. So it's really about engaging, developing them professionally, just making them aware of what's going on in the community. They also have a really great group that's devoted to nonprofit charitable work if you want to get involved in volunteering, as well as professional development. They've got a really great workshop called Get On Boards. If you're ever interested in serving on a board, but you're like, I don't even know where to begin, I don't even know what fiduciary responsibility means, I have no idea, what if I'm 20 years younger than the majority of other board members that are with me, how do I deal with that, how do I work with dynamics on that? They educate people that go to this workshop on all of that. So that's just a couple of the things that they do. There's a really great group, it's pretty new in Iowa City, it's called EPIC, and they're with the Iowa City Chamber of Commerce. They're just starting out, they've had a lot of really great social programs and events to start, and I know that they're kind of formulating what they're going to be concentrating on for the next couple of years. So exciting group. Beyond that, anybody belong to a Rotary here? Rotaries? Anybody know what a Rotary is? You guys heard of a Rotary before? Okay. Rotaries are all about networking, all about philanthropic work throughout the community. They meet at various times of the week, various days of the week, various times of the day. You can't hit a breakfast or lunch without running into a Rotary in this community, and they do incredible work. So we have a downtown Rotary, they meet, they usually serve some sort of meal, we'll have a guest speaker come in from a variety of different topics and projects. Carrie and I have done Conquer the Corridors for several Rotaries here in town. But then they have an annual kind of concentration on different nonprofit or philanthropic issues or initiatives that they want to work towards. So it really is a great way to network as well as give back to the community. Professional Women's Network, ABWA, very driven on female professional development. Those are some great groups here in town. Junior League, anybody been involved or associated with Junior League? They do some incredible works and projects, especially here in our corridor community. So those are just a few things to keep in mind when you're thinking about networking and reaching out. Volunteering. Again, Downtown Farmers Markets came from one of our volunteers. That idea stemmed from a volunteer going and working with us. I know personally our organization, we have 5 full-time employees, and there is no way that we could do what we do without our volunteers. So there are a lot of different opportunities to volunteer in this community. One of the best resources to go to, corridorvolunteers.org. Anybody been to it? Okay, if you haven't, there are brochures on the table, pick one up. This is every volunteer opportunity out there. This is hosted by United Way. United Way is kind of the central hub of several different nonprofit organizations throughout the corridor. This lists everything from, I've got a free weekend, I want to just help out with Habitat for Humanity. This is, I want to know more about Waypoint Services, another nonprofit organization here in town. To, I want to get involved in with a specific organization, I want to take it to a board level, I just want to know where to start. So this really kind of gives you all those different listings and all that different contact information. So if you're ever interested, corridorvolunteers.org is a great, great resource to make that happen. And then finally, another way that we want to emphasize that there is in terms of opportunities for getting involved through worship and faith-based organizations. There's a couple of different really great listings within Lynn and Johnson County to give you a full listing of the different faith-based organizations that we have here in the community. The first one is the Consultation of Religious Communities. And that is a listing, again, of all the different faith-based organizations in the corridor. The second is the Interfaith Religious Council. So that gives you a different listing if that's something that you're interested in. So lots of different ways to get involved, scratching the surface for time's sake. So, all right. So, we really can't read that. So we're just going to go ahead and let you know about it here. Actually, I'm going to grab my calendar. Also, some